Okay, everybody. We'll go ahead and get started. It is 2 o'clock Central Time. I'd like to thank everybody who was able to log on here. My name is Justin Appleberry. I am United States in the Law Division. I'm going to be pinch hitting today for Mr. Brian Finn. He usually does these group webinars, but Brian is working on a couple of bigger deals right now, and he asked me to step in and take care of you guys in his stead. So happy to join you and happy to have everybody on here. I applaud you, the investors who are or potential investors who are joining us today. I think it's important to have a good understanding of a company in which you're investing your hard-earned money in. And also all the customers and potential customers of the new Evo HD car cameras and our body cameras and our new subscription plan. Keep in mind that any high level investment questions I would not be able to answer for you guys today. My primary responsibility is in sales and project management, but I do invite everybody to join me at the end in a Q&A. If you want to type of your screen, you'll see a toolbar. You hit that screen and there will be a Q&A. Feel free to put answers or questions in there. I will answer everything at the end. And if it's something that I'm not able to answer above my pay grade, I will certainly get that information from you and make sure that somebody on more of the corporate relations side of the company gets back with you guys. So keep in mind that we're going to be doing a deep dive into the product and the support and the technology that DGLY offers to our customers. So hopefully everybody can see on my screen here. This is just, I think it's important to kind of see the amount of customer service that we're able to offer. Grant, the police department in New Hampshire, is one of my very good customers. So they were kind enough to supply us with a letter of recommendation. I think this speaks to the overall experience that our police departments, our private security companies, Caribbean to the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champs, all of those guys are getting the same support from us across the board. So as you were waiting in queue, I hope you had I'm just going to give everybody a quick overview of what around. So based in Lenexa, Kansas, we were founded in 2004. Lenexa is a suburb of the Kansas City, Missouri metro area. DGLY revolutions ranging from the DVM 100 all the way to the 750. In 2007, we released the first edition of our body-worn camera, which we labeled the First View. Since then, we've introduced the popular two-piece body camera known as the First View HD. And this added additional features and design upgrades, which I'll tackle here as we move on with our meeting today. In 2013, we innovated and patented the auto activation technology called ViewLink. Now, what this does, this allows officers to automatically activate the camera systems in a situation. I'll tackle this as well as we move forward. Finally, in 2014, we released the DVM 800, and this has been our most popular model of in-car system. It's equipped with the ECA technology, that is evidence capture assurance technology. It featured wireless uploads and a lot of other powerful features, which are currently used by over 5,000 agencies today. So we recently had an upgrade into, hopefully everybody was able to capture that and kind of look at the new features. So for today's feature, we're going to be talking about the Evo HD. I'm going to really tackle this in a three-part approach with everybody. First of all, we're going to discuss the hardware aspect of the Evo HD is our wireless in-car video system. Then I'm going to cover the back end, the Evo HD storage software powered by Amazon Web Services, and go over the finer aspects of that as well. It really and truly represents a significant advancement in technology and really is going to put any department, whether it be law enforcement or privately held companies, into the third aspect of it. I'm going to kind of do a review of the subscription plan. The subscription plan we're very excited about because it's going to allow all of our customers, all of our departments, all of our agencies to be technology forward, but also being very conscious to the budgets. I know in today's world with the COVID-19 pandemic going on, with a lot of the civil unrest that we're seeing, now more than ever, it's important to be able to truly capture truth, which is sort of our motto and what we live by here at DGLY. So we're looking at the Evo HD, which is, no pun intended, is for evolution. This is going to be an evolving technology forward, and you'll hear me say that word a lot, so I apologize if I become redundant when using it. In-car system. The thing that you'll notice about this one too is traditionally most in-car systems are built into the rear view mirror of the vehicle. So you would have to replace the end there. It would be forward facing and rear facing. Well, as technology has improved, so has the technology that Ford, Chevy, other suppliers of these units have put into that rear view mirror. So we got a lot of feedback from our customers that they were looking for something that would allow them to to access the dash cam without having to replace that rearview mirror. Hence, we released the Evo HD, which is a non-mirror based. This bones the main portion of it. Very small footprint, so you're going to be able to put the seat, anything like that. You want to be able to have access to it. Some of the really great features of this mirror based, you're going to have your times zoom capability to it. So you're going to be able to focus in on a license plate from 50 yards away in the dead of night or with the sun blazing into your face and get a solid recording of what that license plate says. So crystal clear 8 camera, which is right here on my mouse, that features car. You're going to be able to see them even if the lights aren't on. Plus, you're going to be able to capture any kind of conversations that go along with that. This does have a microphone involved in it as well. This does come with our patented pending auto activation technology in the ViewLink. So with this, we built in the ViewLink cross activation technology. The Evo HD captures multiple recording angles in sync from both the first few HD systems. This gives you multiple customized triggering. So basically what this is, if the officer is wearing a body camera, they're going to be able to access that information along with the dash cam and get 2 different views, up close and then also from the vehicle. So I know we've all seen footage of the officer standing on the side of a car talking to a passenger, and that is solely from a dash cam perspective. So this one allows multiple recordings of both devices. And you'll see cellular technology as well as Wi-Fi. Connections right there, and you can host up to 4 different HDMI cameras at once. two of them actively viewing at the same time. That is an industry leader, and that's something that as you go on to evidence management and moving into a courtroom, is valuable in a lot of situations. The Evo HD can support up to 80p cameras. It's a customized solution with multiple camera options. This includes a road-facing, back seat, and then also our weather-resistant external camera. So essentially, you have to think of a 360-degree view of any kind of interaction once those cameras are activated. One of the most important things that comes with the Evo HD, in past models, the officer would just have a microphone on their person. So you would be able to capture or any situation like that. What this allows us to do is video them as well as the audio. So you're capturing, as I expressed earlier, not only the audio exchange going on, but also the video car. That's all included. And the body camera, which retails at $595, is included in the package with the Evo HD at no price. So that once again is a savings, and it really helps us out. And I know people are going to be having questions, and keep popping those in there, but please keep in mind that I'm going to be answering all these at the end of the meeting. So bear with me, but please keep adding them on there. So it's important to be able to capture all the information. Right now, police departments are under the microscope. There are people putting cameras in front of them in every interaction they're having with the public. Now, a lot of times that's good. A lot of times that cannot be good. But what we need to do is be able to capture it from the officer's point of view. So you want to make sure that you have the ability, that your equipment is working, that you have the most modern technology. So critical capture, there's three essential things to that. Number one, dispatch activation. And I'll go over this when we go over the back end, but with the Evo HD, recording from any device that's on that officer remotely. So if you're working on dispatch and you have an officer that's on a call that's not responding, and there might be an issue, and you realize that those body cameras are not activated, or that dash cam from that car is not activated, you have the capability to activate that video, and you can start recording from there. That's going to make sure that you're getting a full recording and understanding of what the situation on the ground is. We also feature pre-event capture insurance. What this is, these will work on a continuous loop. So if you're following a vehicle and just maybe they're looking suspicious, but you don't have your cameras activated yet, and they throw something out the window and you activate your camera, the continual loop on the video is going to be able to capture that event in which triggered your activation of the cameras. You can set that as little as 15 seconds or all the way up to 6 cameras. It would capture everything 60 seconds before that camera was activated. It's very important to be able to see the event that triggered the activation of the video. And then finally, we have event capture insurance. And that's what we talked about with the continuous video of their entire shift. So maybe you were driving down and you didn't realize that there was a incident taking place, but after the call came in, you realized that, oh, you passed that. You're going to be able to you didn't realize were there. Second part of this that we're going to be going over is the Amazon Web Service .gov storage platform. This is where this device shines. We partnered with Amazon Web Services for a .gov storage platform, which puts us CJIS compliance. That is CJIS compliant. This is the same platform that is used by Homeland Security, NSA, and a bunch of other heavy hitters. Security and flexibility are going to be top notch. So any kind of fears that may be had there as we move into more of a cloud-based universe, that comfort and security they need, but also with the flexibility that's going to allow them to do their job in a much more efficient manner. Some of the features of this are going to be the audio and video redaction, which we'll go over, dispatch activation, which we talked about a little bit before, GPS and Geo Fencing, remote health checks and diagnostics, huge case management, and the dot glove platform of itself. Another interesting thing that we're finding for a lot of the departments out there, they're setting these up in interview rooms just because of the span in which the camera and the crystal clear capabilities that it captures, along with small footprint. A lot of departments are buying these and asking us to put them in their evidence room, and we're starting to see a lot more demand on that as more of a word of mouth campaign actually revolves around that. So again, you have 256 gigabyte internal storage. So storage, not an issue with Evo. 4 HD 1080p cameras can be going at once, simultaneously streaming up to 60 seconds pre-event recording. The playback on the Evo HD, or in the maintenance of it as well too, can be operated with your NDT, that is an in-car laptop computer, a mobile phone, a tablet, or we do have a 3-button remote that comes with it as well for activation. So there's a lot of equipment in vehicles for police officers nowadays. This is going to allow that to be smaller. We're going to reduce the size of what you have to carry around on your person or in your vehicle, but we're going to increase the capability of capturing evidence and keeping you guys safe. GPS is built into these devices, and we have near real-time geofencing along with near real-time GPS. In this, if you can set parameters to where if the officer hits their emergency light, it's the sirens, a speed sensor, if they have to unlock their gun, all of those can be triggers to start automatically recording without them having to activate it. And then you also have the capability of dispatch being able to externally activate those cameras as well. So if you have take-home cars, or you have an officer that has a piece of evidence they need to get uploaded into the cloud right away, any place there is a Wi-Fi hotspot, a restaurant, a gas station, their own home, they're going to be able to wirelessly upload all of that information, and you guys can start sharing that right away. Video warranty on the body camera, and we have a 5-year warranty on the Evo HD. That is a advanced exchange warranty. That means that if you have a device that is not working correctly, whether it's a camera head for the body camera, or whether it is a device, in the server software, we send that to you right away, and then we get the damaged part back from you after you've received it. We don't want anybody out there operating without their equipment. So that's very, very, very important to us. With that being said, I'm going to move. This is the Amazon Web Service storage and information sharing unit. This is their software. This is the back end of the Evo HD. As I said before, this is a .gov platform. Is the GPS on the left-hand side right here. And just discussion purposes, there's only one unit assigned to this. This is one of my outside sales guys unit, and he's currently sitting at home. We're sort of under travel restrictions currently with the COVID-19 pandemic, but he's working remotely from there. But what I'm able to units and how many assets I have in the field. If I had 15 cars and 15 body cameras, all of my assets would be listed right status of it. This is in a standby mode, so Bob does not currently have it activated. And then also here's the record option that we talked about earlier. If I need to get that thing activated, I would be able to hit that and we'd be able to start recording what we did there without his consent. So I'm not going to press that button. But another interesting thing, and it's an important aspect about the .gov platform that we're in and with the Evo, it's always, and I'll say this word again, technology forward. As new and cool stuff comes available to this platform, there's no additional charge for any upgrades. It's very similar to your smartphone, whether you have an Apple or whether you have an Android. We've all gotten those push notifications loading new improvements into the system. It'll be overnight, or you can choose to upload it right now. I think everybody on here has had that experience. So when something of an improvement comes along, we're able to send that to you guys, and we're able to upload all the new technology into this system. So number one, you're not having to spend a lot of IT hours fiddling around trying to get improvements. Number two, your budgets are going to be sound. You're not shilling out any more money for technology upgrades on that. That's all included into the price in which we provide for you. And some do not. This little button right here was a push notification that just came out with. We just partnered with Google Maps. So we're able to switch to terrain view, and then we'll traffic incidents in the area. So as you're going to be able to see the 485 here, no delays, no traffic jams from rush hour or anything like that. You're able to see here, there's construction, some unknown incidents here, but have them dispersed around this greater area. And you have an incident up here as dispatch. You're going to be able to advise the officer en route to there and maybe choose an alternate route or send another vehicle that could get there faster. Now, that's a cool feature that a lot of departments can use. Some, it's not so much. But my point is once that is upgraded to the system, we add, that's part of what you get when you subscribe to the Evo HD. User friendly. When we want guys, using their time and their energy on other things rather than having to fiddle around with evidence management. So your tool, right along these lines. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like for the devices and how easy it is to add devices and subtract devices from the system. So, and you're going to be able to see what we have. So or a 12-bay dock, which you would use for recharging in your fleet. These are going to be part of your assets. The serial number will be there whenever you assign a device to it, the device name. If you wanted to assign a squad car, anything that you think is important to market that's going to signify it, easy to find in your system, you feel free to do that. You're going to have the device configuration. This is a patrol car. That is a Ford. And the status is standby, and you're going to be able to see all this once you log in as dispatch. And then you're going to see the health of the Evo H. There is no issues with storage or activation or anything whatsoever. If this was somehow, it would be flashing red, and then you activate and use intuitive technology to self-diagnose and start fixing itself and bring it online with the rest of the devices. So that's going to save a lot of time calling into our tech support, which is available to all of our customers for the life of the product. But eliminate a lot of that, not completely all of it, but a lot of it. And allow you guys to get all the way live once more and moving forward and making sure you have all of the able to record from dispatch. So you've got, he's on a call and he's not able to get, he's not recording, he's not responding that video right then and there. Now, you aren't currently able to see that video in real time, but it is capturing it, in which you'll be able to upload it to your server. Now, as we roadmap things into the future, there are things like real-time streaming that we have on the docket that would be able to allow you to click here and see the videos and see a real-time streaming situation of what is exactly going on the ground. I want to make it clear that that's roadmapped, and so there's no real thing that we can make truly public that's going to be coming out next week or anything. That's just an example of another example of what we're building here. So when that becomes available, that's going to be available to our departments who subscribe to this, and there will be no additional charge for that. Sort of a cumbersome, time-consuming device. You would pump in this serial number that's going to be on the product. The activation code, you're probably going to be on the phone with one of my post-sale technology reps, and they're going to be walking you through this product. They'll have, and this is where you'll nickname it with the device. If you want to assign it to Officer Stevens, Officer Jeff Jones, anything like that. And then finally, any sort of pertinent information that needs to be associated with that camera. And then it's going to be an asset that's going to be part of your fleet. And you would video search. It's important to think about this not just as where we store information. This isn't just where we just have a couple videos that, whenever somebody needs something, we send it over. This could be a complete case management. So, and forgive me, there's one other thing I want to point out. There are different administrative rights that you have on this. I have been designated full top administrative rights for demonstration purposes. So I'm able to navigate the full aspect of the .gov platform here. Obviously, patrol officers would be able to have accesses, not being able to access everybody's. Supervisors would have more access and rights to it. And then obviously top admins would be able to edit and administer rights as they see fit. So when we're looking at this, we're really looking at it right here at a top level. And I'll show you how you kind of drill down on that to more of an individual user license as we move forward. So you can tag videos right here. Service felony arrest. Whatever you guys in your departments or your businesses deem, want to have tags that are time frame. You can push back as long in time. So we'll go back to March and we'll end on today. I will also let you guys know that all these videos that you're going to see are of Bob sitting in his home office during a pandemic doing online meetings as well. So he might appear a little disheveled, and they're not going to be super exciting, but we're going to use our imaginations and just pretend that we're viewing a cool high speed chase or something. Individual officers and what they have in their library. As an individual patrolman, you would only be able to access yours. So they wouldn't see this. You also have other search parameters of device name. After that, once you get those parameters set, you're able to hit right here that fits into those parameters. We did not change the event names other than the metadata that came in. In other cases, when you're uploading to the system, officers might want to, a little bit easier. But we'll go ahead and view one now. And so actually a body camera for some officers. It's not really, I want to show you guys the multiple angles that we have available for you. Let me pop in another one here. But you'll see you're able to have two. Now, if we had four right here, and you'd be able audio, be in queue, and then you'd have to pause those, split that up if you want to closer look at that. What you guys will see of the time and then the dates in which those are going on, that you're going to have, I don't know if they didn't have their DPS on for this one, and where it ended as well. A lot of your metadata information recorded, the event start was the event caused this, that was the record button. So the officer hit record on when that's what activated it. If it was activated by dispatch, you would see that it hit that as well. It also allows you to put the demographic to the piece of evidence you have. If there's a second dairy question, the ethnicity, the gender, other notes that you want to put that you think they save, and that becomes part of the. Most departments spend a lot of time sharing attorneys with media sources, with other things. Download it, they would have to burn it onto a disk or a thumb drive, primarily a prosecuting attorney or DA's office. That presents chain of custody issues, and that can be used doing different things. So, and you share video, tag it, whatever you want to. You enter any email address and you can do multiple persons. Then you allow how long you want this stuff to 2 days. You may live the privileges of, are they able to felony or arrest of some sort, and they want to be able to hold on to let them do so. If it's a media source, them to have access to it for a little bit, you hit no, and you hit share. Emailed to myself here, and then I have access to that video. You've got that evidence in the prosecuting DA office, and you're moving on. For people, takes a mere matter of minutes. Let up for you. I'll show you what that was sent to me. Be access the link for expiration of 2 days. You'd have to use something else. We probably need to talk about and have a good understanding about chain of attorney, given the charged with protecting the rights and the chain of custody. This is one thing that really, the timestamp and the blocked chain of custody is that this video, starting from when it's uploaded into the system, or it was edited before it was 9:21 a.m. It was reviewed by Bob Stevens. We're going to pretend he's our officer into the files. You can see here that I added again here today, and that's so if there is any kind of situation had before, there was that time frame when it was en route to the prosecution. This secures that. So this supports, and also one of the main things that I talked about, a fully inclusive case. Very rarely are you guys going to have to just, you're going to have to add, victim statements, office security cameras, or anything like that. Submit and go. That you are able to this video evidence that you have. JPEG, MP, up to 2 gigabytes of all that info loading. If you can attach something to an email, you can. Looks like he's played with it around. Things like, it was a test case in I guess the priority, a case number, chief for the sheriff to be able to have access and knowledge of when they get notifications anytime anything happens with this. We're doing our search. We were looking for DUI, and to the officer Stevens, and you would just hit save there, and now you're able to people who requested it. It's one-stop shop done. Let's move on. Meat and potatoes of the software there. You have a days and 365 days, and you do have the capabilities of downloading out if you need it at a later date for any sort of long-term storage. I want to talk real quick, and I appreciate, but Geo Fencing. Geo Fencing, a lot of people will use it with, or if there's a particular intersection that gets a lot of accidents, essentially what you do is in this looks like probably a pretty high trone or a high crime area. If you have enters into this area, all can the incident by any sort of recording, and as the officer back into the pre-record status, that it pops off here, something goes on, activating that camera and have them take care of that for them. That's just more to get this secured and taken care of. There's the some soup to it. You can map that Geo Fence. They're going to be able to in real time, and as they come in, it's going to be a lot actively during the situation. I want to talk about security administrator. Top admins. So patrolmen can't delete any video, but they cannot delete. So if everything that I showed you today, you would be able to only just see the thing. Now, supervisors will have more right to administer anything along security boundaries based on for any cities, states, municipalities, county is. And we went through users here too. So, pardon me, that people overlook when they're discussing cloud, whoever it may be. It looks a lot like a phone bill or a cable bill, right? You have a cloud license. You have a admin fee, all and you look at these things like on your phone bill, and you're just like, I don't know what, and then you stop wanting to mess around with it, and you kind of lose faith. Our goal here is to make sure that we map out a clear understanding of what everything, that body camera, the in-car video, the licensing fee for the so that would be your device license. That pertain. Then there's the user license fee. Covers the person who's going to be on and allow them to be able to get logged on. And as you can see, this shows you a list of accounts here that we were just kind of running through